Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Now, it's real time.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. And one of my favorite companies that I've had an opportunity to learn about and be a small part of here in the Northwest is a company that's on the other side of the country, for crying out loud. I've got Brian Terry and Ian McNair from High and Dry Waders. They're the men behind, well, easily, at least in my own personal opinion, the best waders available for all of us duck hunters. And then, of course, the other options that we might have to get out there and waders to target fish species, whatever it might be. But first things first, man, how you guys doing?
We're great. Good to see you, Owen. It's been a while.
It's good to see you guys as well. Brian over here on the left. We got Ian over here on the right. Perk up, boys. What's going on over there? I mean,
we're good.
You're good? Okay. I mean, that's the quietest I've seen.
We're alive and well and happy and all good and giddy.
All right. That's the quietest I've seen Brian in a long time, just sitting there. He doesn't do that.
He's hard. He's just getting warmed up, Owen.
I can only imagine. Over there, it's got to be noon-ish sometime.
Well, we're on television. I'm shy, you know.
just like Ian, super shy. Yeah, that's it. Well, first things first, everyone. I wanted to start out with my second favorite pair, and I say it that way for a reason. My second favorite pair of High and Dry, which is one that you guys came up with just a couple of years ago, the Zipper waders, which oddly enough has already been knocked off like crazy, but that's a whole other story. Tell everybody a little bit about these, and really, without spending too much time on what we've talked about in the past, why are these a little bit different than some of the other zipper waders that are out there, zip up waders that are out there?
Well, because one of the things is, Owen, it's actually just a complement and an addition to our standard breathable wader. And we were, like you said, and I will not go into depth, but we use a company called Zip, who is a manufacturer of a waterproof zipper. And they're a company like us. They're not a Me Too company. They focus on what they're good at and making zippers and waterproof zippers. Just like us with us making waders. We're a wader company. We make waders.
Yeah.
We've added a few different options. We added a different style shoulder strap, a few different little creature comforts, if you will. And it's been a really, really wonderful product to add to our offering of waders. There you go.
Yeah, I would have to agree. And the one thing that I remember when they first came out, I had a chance to try them. And I've had other zipper waders in the past, but I had to go and just get up chest high and just stand there for 10 or 15 minutes to see if that was actually going to be waterproof. And Ian, there was no doubt. I ended up getting cold because it was one of those days that we were standing out in the water duck hunting up into here, and they did not leak. So there was certainly something that I appreciate, and being able to utilize the zipper the right way at times is obviously one of the benefits of it as well.
Absolutely. And it's one of those things, it is a very durable product. It, like you said, it holds up, it will not leak. If it doesn't require a ton of maintenance, it is just a nice addition to a great product.
Well, I'll tell you, with these the zipper just changes things, right, everyone? It just gives you another option. Comfort level, different way to utilize the waders, but they didn't change, and this is one of the things that I love about my favorite pair of waders. These ones are going into their 4th season, and all they basically did with these particular waders is obviously they changed the design a little bit, put the zipper in, but they didn't change the core, the heart of the waders. Still the Kevlar knees, the best boots that I've had ever. And we've talked about this in the past, Ian. Don't change the boots. The boots are perfect. They fit your feet great, but if there's ways to improve them, I'm sure you guys will figure that out. But that's one of the reasons why these things have lasted so long. And I know that some of you are aware of the aquaculture background of High and Dry. These get abused in Brian's primary business or original business more than any other way that you can think of. Agriculture or aquaculture, meaning oysters, saltwater, every single day out there working on these things. But for a pair of waders that are going into their 4th season, and Ian, you know how much I'm out there chasing these things around. I don't know of any other wader that does that.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody knows, it would be aside from Brian here and his crew out there on the seaside, I'd say
Totally.
you would know as well or better than anybody.
They're amazing. I mean, the only thing I've ever done to these things, I ripped them myself. Nothing to do with the weight. That was my own fault. I fixed them with their repair kit, which is second to none, and they're going to go into their 4th season. I've honestly not had a pair of waders that will do that in the long run. But, guys, I want to talk about the pair of waders that is in my truck at all times, year-round. The only time I've taken these things out of my truck in the last year was when I left to go elk hunting, because I don't need waders usually. Well, actually, I probably could have used them. I was in the rain for 4 days, boys. I probably could have used these chasing elk around. But these pant waders are one of the most convenient set of waders that I've ever had, and they have all the same technology as our standard and zip-up waders with that Kevlar knee, the awesome boots, and then just the overall durability with these waders. So I gotta ask, this is for myself and others, how popular have these pant waders become for you guys, Ian?
Yeah, we've been getting some really great feedback on the waist waders. It's not a lot of brands were making them when we started making them. I guess it was last year.
We're not.
We're not. All of a sudden, there's seems like there's like multiple brands out there that are now making a waist wader. So I think that they're catching on to the fact that they're super versatile. Again, I keep a pair in my truck. If I'm going out, we've got an impoundment on our family property, and I go out there and clearing trees and working the soil. And just slip those on, while it's still warm this time of year, and it's a great thing to have for, especially when it's not hot out, or you just want something more than a knee boot when you're working in them, especially.
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, like you mentioned, the most versatile pair, just because it's not necessarily something that you have to have all the time to have the full chest waders. Having the waist waders, as you call them, us over here on the, the proper side of the country, we call them pant waders. But anyway,
I mean, we're not to the right. I love the right side.
Hey, no, it doesn't work. It's not by looking at a map, man. It's not that. Okay, it's not that. You guys, stay with me. We got to cut to a quick break. When we come back, I want to pick up with the pant waders, and then I got to talk about it's really changed a lot of the ways that I go after winter steelhead and false chinook on tributaries with these these stocking foot waders as well. We'll be right back.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Chevy Silverado and the impressive Turbo Max engine. Flex your muscle with the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. Official truck of Outdoor GPS.